Okay, if you're a network marketer who thinks that your presentation is not doing a good job to recruit new team members for you, this video is for you. And if we haven't met, my name is Edita. I'm a network marketer like you. I love network marketing, but I hate prospecting, which is an issue. I don't want to chase people. I find a hard time. I have the hard time living with hidden agenda, approaching strangers, striking conversations out of the blue, and asking people to look at my stuff. And so obviously I was struggling, but then I found a way to get my ideal prospects to come to me instead and ask me about my business. And that's where all the problems were over, and that's what I talk about at VIE now. And by the way, if you would like to learn how to recruit new team members without having to prospect and doing all the crazy stuff and without having to feel awkward like I once did, I have the link in the description of this video. You can get a free video that I created. And today I want to talk about a presentation that you might have. Maybe it was provided by your company. Maybe you have your own presentation, which is not very usual. Usually people do have presentations provided by their companies, and surprisingly, in most cases, and I'm very, very confident saying that, in most cases those presentations don't work. You think that you're doing a good job, or the video is doing, or the presentation is doing a very good job talking about, explaining stuff about your opportunity or your products, but people are not joining. So here's the thing. Actually, let me ask you a question. How do you know which cinema, which movie you are going to watch in the cinema? If you go to the cinema, how do you think you select what you're going to watch, and why, and what drives you to go to the cinema to watch a movie? Because you don't probably go to watch a random movie to you kind of have a good idea what you're gonna see when you go to watch a movie. And in some cases, maybe we go to the cinema, some people go to the cinema just out of nothing to do. But if we are talking business here, do you think people will even watch your presentation out of nothing to do, or decide to join your business out of nothing to do? Well, the thing is that when you go to watch a movie in the cinema, you are pre-sold on that movie. You roughly know what it's gonna be about. You roughly trust that you're gonna have a good time. And you roughly have a desire to watch that movie created by the ads, by maybe recommendations, whatever information you were getting, maybe your own investigation, maybe you Googled the movie and so on. So you don't just go to watch a movie, you go to watch a specific movie in the cinema. And you already kind of have desire and trust that you're gonna have a good time, or you're curious, you have enough curiosity to see what's in the movie. Guess what? The ads didn't tell you the whole story. Maybe the ads hooked you with something, and you're curious to see what's in the movie. Or that the maker, the director of the movie, and you trust that the movie is gonna be good. So there's the thing, it's the same thing with your presentation, whether it's your company's presentation, when it's just your own presentation, you need to pre-sell it. You need to do a good job getting people to watch that presentation, and you need them to already have a very good idea of what's in the presentation. They need to want to watch your presentation or your video. So guess what? It's not a presentation that does the marketing for you or recruiting for you. It's what you do before getting them to watch your presentation. Because if you rely on your presentation, if your business relies purely on showing people, your prospects, your presentation, well, that's when your business is over. You can't succeed if you only rely on that presentation. Yes, and I don't want to say that word, but they do lie to us when they say just send people to watch these videos or to watch this presentation. That's really very bad advice. And you need to do the marketing beforehand. And when people actually agree with excitement and desire to watch your presentation, guess what? It's gonna do a much better job for you to get new team members on board. It's how everything works. If you want to buy a book, you don't just click a random link to buy a book on Amazon, for example. You either know already what book you are going to buy when you go to Amazon, or maybe, let's say, you search books in a certain category, and when you see something, you go and read reviews. You know something about the book already when you decide to buy it. So yes, you still need to do marketing right. You need to create desire, and you need to create trust for your prospect in order for them to even watch the presentation. And the presentation in most cases only needs to kind of get into maybe more detail about the benefits your prospect is getting, not about your product or your compensation plan or how fast your company is growing. It's about what your your prospect will be getting, and answering some questions, maybe addressing some objections. Which brings me to this final point that I want to touch on, is that most generic videos that come from network marketing companies are not doing a good job explaining the benefits to your prospects. Most presentations that I've seen focus on the features of either your opportunity or your product, or actually it's a mix of the two, which is even a bigger mistake, because then people get confused as to what exactly you're promoting and what exactly you are selling to them and what exactly they should do. Should they just buy your products, or should they should they join to do a business? And those two groups of people are very different. But the bottom line is that those presentations are usually not very good, because whatever you do, whatever material you give to your prospects need to be able to see what's in there for them. So you need to talk about their problems, their desires, how to overcome their obstacles, and what they will be getting, and how your thing will be changing their life. It's not about how much you want to sell something. So thanks very much for watching this video. That was it. If you like this video, grab the 3-step formula to recruit new team members without having to do all the dodgy stuff, without having to prospect, or even without having to send them to low quality presentations, and without having to feel awkward, and without being surprised why things don't work out for you. And thanks again. I hope you're having a good week, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a nice day.